Alrighty, folks, we got another few additions to the rock stockpile. I've gotten a little carried away in the last couple of days. It happens. So I figured I better get these out of the way while I can. First up, Supertramp, Breakfast in America. Forgot to take the sticker off there. Classic album, you know. That's my favorite Supertramp song, Goodbye Stranger. I only have a couple of Supertramp albums, and this was not one of them. Never came across it at a good price. This one was a good price. That is what I paid for it. Yeah, so I've always liked Supertramp, even when I was just a youngster, fully immersed in Kiss fandom. When I first heard Supertramp on the radio, I dug them right away. And of course, logical song, Breakfast in America, Child of Vision. This thing's loaded. And then, continuing, stockpiling early Rod Stewart, Never a Dull Moment. This is another great one. Los Paraguayos, You Wear It Well. This stuff is as close to Faces as you can get. Then we got a little old school heavy metal here. Old school epic heavy metal. And really old school. This is 1979 Legend. This is the 40th anniversary edition. There's a nice little slipcase with it. The back's different. These guys, they're fairly obscure. You got this booklet here too. Which, look at this writing. I have to have a microscope to read that. These guys are pretty obscure. I would say they have hints of Manowar, hints of Heavy Load, hints of Manila Road, maybe hints of some Brokus Helm in there. But like I said, this album's from 1979. These guys predate all of them. And even though they have hints of all those, there's still quite proggy, actually. But this is a good little. It's hard to find, and it's usually quite expensive. So I was happy to get that one for a good price. Then next up, we got Astral Doors. Of the Father and of the Son and the Father. I forget where these guys are from now. I think they're from the U.S. But I was talking to somebody online about how nobody ever, somebody will say, "Oh, these guys sound like Ozzy. These guys sound like Ian Gillan." But nobody ever says somebody sounds like Dio. And this person said, "Well, you need to check out Astral Doors." So I went and listened to a song by Astral Doors, and I can't tell you if it was on this CD or not. I can't remember what the song was. It could have been the first one on here, called Cloudbreaker, which sounds like Rainbow Rising meets Accept. Now, most of this, though, to my ears, it sounds closer to Tear era Black Sabbath with Tony Martin, although Tony Martin's often been compared to Dio, but I think he sounds closer to Tony Martin than Dio. But there are definitely Dio flourishes in here, but more so later period Dio, I would say. Maybe a little Holy Diver, but then there's also like Strange Highways in there, Lock Up the Wolves. But it's pretty good. I think it was these guys that I just noticed that they released an album this year, or I think they have an album coming out this year in a couple weeks. So I pre-ordered that one. It's good. Like I said, even though I mentioned Accept in that first song, there's not a whole lot of Accept on here. Like I said, it's more Dio, Tier era Black Sabbath meets Dio, to my ears anyway. And then we have Zags. These guys just released an album this year too. But are they with Riding Easy Records? I think they are with Riding Easy Records. Yes, they are. And I'm pretty sure Riding Easy Records is a U.S. label. So I don't know why their shipping is so expensive on this thing. But, well, this is not their new album. This one's called They'll Never Take Us Alive. I forget when this one came out. 2019, it looks like. But I listened to Zigzags. It popped up in my YouTube feed, so I listened to it. I dug it, and I went to buy it, and it was like the CD is $14 and then shipping $7. That's just too ridiculous for me. And then, so I was on Riding Easy's website, and I saw this, and this one was like $9, something like that. And I don't think the shipping was $7 either. So anyway, I bought it. Now I dig it. If you want to know what style of music these guys play, their first track on this album is called Punk Fucking Metal. And that's what they sound like. They sound like the Dead Boys meet Midnight, except not quite as satanic as Midnight. There's also some hints of suicidal tendencies in here, hints of Kill 'Em All, Metallica, Bonded by Blood, Exodus. It's good. I dig it. And whenever the new album comes down in price, I'll wait for somebody to buy the copy and then rip it and then sell it for cheap. And then I'll buy it from them. That's good. Zigzags. I think these guys are out of Ohio, just like Midnight, but don't hold me to that. And then last but not least, we got a little 7-inch here that I picked up. This is from a French distributor, I believe. This is a 7-inch split with Abrahma, which is a French band, and then Wofat from Dallas, Texas. Oh, I forgot. This thing also came with 2 stickers, which the seller did not mention that they had stickers, so that was a nice surprise. There's the Abrahma. Oh yeah, it's on. Green vinyl. Wofat likes to do this thing where they do split albums or singles, and they will put a song on there that isn't found anywhere else. So if you're a Wofat collector like myself, you gotta wait for these things to come down in price before you can snag them. Now this one is pricey, but this copy right here and it's in good shape. It's got a little bit of ring wear on the back there, not too much on the front. And like I said, the vinyl looks really good shape. Still had this, excuse me, still had the stickers with it. And the Abrahma tune is called War, and then the Wofat tune is called Broke Down in Texas. But I like collecting rare 7-inches. I don't collect them a lot because, like I said, they are rare, which means they usually cost a pretty penny. But like I said, this one was expensive, but it was half the price of what most of them are going for, and it was in really good shape. So I decided I'd splurge and pick it up. So there's 6 more additions to the rock stockpile. You guys let me know what you've picked up. Have a good one.